I'm Stephen Mooney, ETN 3. Most of the time, I remember, they really didn't pass the word, like we didn't have general quarters that often. There was nothing really that they had that was, they weren't attacking us per se. By the time we got over there in 70, we operated in the Mekong Delta, we operated in Da Nang Harbor, we went along the southern coast of Vietnam, almost to Cambodia, and we did gunfire support after we couldn't keep up with the carriers. It was a World War II era destroyer. It wasn't commissioned until 1947, but it was getting pretty run down. We couldn't keep up with the aircraft carriers, so they put us on gunfire support. And after the guns fired, I had to go and replace a whole bunch of tubes in the radio equipment and retune them. And that kept me busy. We fire a lot of shells at night. When we would sleep, I'd sleep through all the gunfire, and I'd wake up in the morning and there were canisters of shells right next to my bunk. I had to climb over them to get out of the rack. And only time I really woke up was if somebody woke me up or if the gun misfired. And because that was the most dangerous time if we had a misfire. But our gun crews were very, they knew what to do. They kept the gun pointed downrange before they filled the barrel with water. We heard about what happened down our sister ship. They had a misfire, and they opened the breach, and then it exploded and it killed, I believe, 15 people down through the magazine and everything. And that was a scary time. And sometimes I relive it, but our main thing at the time was we were over operating in the waters of Vietnam, and unaware to us, the water contained Agent Orange and other herbicides. And I've lost 6 shipmates in the last 3 years from complications due to Agent Orange, affecting all of us. And every one of the crew has some ailment or something attributed to Agent Orange. We were evaporating the water and drinking it, and nobody was aware of the consequences of it. So Vietnam's a war that keeps on giving, unfortunately. And up until recently, we've been investigating it, and my ship is enlisted as being in the Brown Water Navy, which gives you better benefits at the VA. A lot of the stuff is related to the herbicides, because it was killing plants. It was basically killing us. It's a long-term effect. I didn't know I had any of these effects until I was like in my 40s. I've recently got the deck logs. I know we were in Da Nang Harbor. We were, I'd say, 100 yards offshore. So we're definitely in the waterways. And we were anchored in Da Nang Harbor for a night, And I read the deck logs, and that particular week, we were in Da Nang Harbor twice. We were in Da Nang Harbor twice. And then we did gunfire support along the waterways in the Mekong Delta. And you know, they never told us where we were. But, you know, you look outside, and one time I was replacing an antenna array, and all of a sudden, you know, we're anchored and the guns start going off, so that affected my hearing. Not that I was aware of it at the time.